In example 6, we have a little bit of a word problem. You have read 32 pages of a book and you plan to read an additional 25 pages each night. We want to write a rule to represent the number of pages you will read after n nights. Now, there's a little debate here, and that is what value to start n at. So, if you've already read 32 pages and you plan to read an additional 25 pages at night, well, if you count this 32 pages as the first day, then this would be on the second day you'd read another 25 pages. That's one way to look at it. You could also say that 32, it happened before you did anything, and so then you would use n being 1 for this first one. Let's do that. Let's make the amount prior 32, and let's make the first day's reading just adding 25. So what that's going to look like here is 32 plus 25 would be 57 after the first day. And then we can continue this out if you wanted. Second and third and fourth and fifth and so on. And all we would need to do is just add 25 each time. So the next one should be 82, 107, 132, and this one would be 157, I believe. And so on. So this would go on for a very long time, hopefully until you finish the book. What we want to do here is write a rule to represent the number of pages you will read after n nights, and we're considering the first day to be 57 total if you've already read 32 and another 25. You can use an arithmetic sequence for this. This is not the only way to do this problem, but it's one of the ways. The first term is 57. D is 25. It's what you're reading each night. That's a constant rate. And then n is going to stay n, and we'll write n minus 1 here. We'll do the distributive property to try to clean this up a little bit. The 57 stays 57. 25 times n is 25n. 25 times negative 1 is negative 25. I'll write the 25n first. 57 minus 25 is 32. And actually that 32 would kind of be like the y-intercept. It would be, before you started at all, there would be a 32 there. We usually would say that n is 1 for the first term, and then you wouldn't have a previous term, but in this case you could kind of think about it like the previous term, I suppose. So this is the rule that accurately represents the number of pages you'll read after n nights. If you want to know how many pages you read after 10 nights, all you need to do is just throw a 10 in right here, substitute, better use a math vocabulary word. 25 times 10 is 250, 250 plus 32 is 282. So you would kind of figure out, if you continued to do this, you could figure out how many days it would take to read a book of, well, any length.